For me, it's a very special and personal feeling about being involved. Moira Gemmell was one of my very close friends. I learned a lot from her and how to be a client and how to work with architects. So it feels very special and important to me to be part of the judging panel and to be part of the award ceremony.
Michelle Cohen and I were the initial recipients of the Women in Architecture Awards, so that meant a lot to us. It was hugely important to our practice at the time and gave us a lot of recognition.
One of the things we've seen this year, I think, which has been so impressive, has been an understanding of context, of the cultural context, the historic and material context, and a really deep appreciation of a sense of place, a kind of genius loci.
The practices were quite international, which was lovely. It's also really interesting to see how gender is constructed in other places. Very difficult choices, so it's required quite a lot of intellectual horsepower, which has been really great.
What really impressed me and what I was looking for was this idea of going beyond the traditional boundaries of architecture, to have an entrepreneurial spirit, to see opportunities where others may not see them.
The shortlist for the Moira Gemmell Prize has once again astonished me by their ambition, pioneering spirits and quality of the work that they produce in very different contexts, but deeply inspiring, very international and very transferable into the practice of architecture.
In the projects that we've seen for the Architects of the Year, I think it's particularly impressive this idea of contribution by many people to a project, the understanding that it takes many minds and many hands to do a really successful building.
Women in architecture is really important today because we still need to work to provide recognition for all the extraordinary talent.
The issue of role models, for every young woman out there, the more you are able to see yourself reflected in the kind of wider culture, the more important it is. So I think this is also about a platform, and I don't think we can ever assume that work is over.
Awards for women in architecture are very important, and they're very important because we still need to shine the light on the contributions of women. Women are too often in the background, and this type of award really brings them to the forefront where they deserve to be.
I think we'll look back on this initiative, on these awards, as changing the course of history. They just couldn't possibly be more important.